Welcome back, everyone. It is the Discipline to Gen show. Today is Thursday. What do we have? 2 games on Sunday. I had to look at the schedule. I was like, do we have a Saturday and a Sunday game? But no, it's 2 games on Sunday. Conference championships on the line.
How much doper would have been 6 o'clock Saturday, 6 o'clock Sunday?
Yeah, do like a night,
I don't get why they
night
don't.
games for both would be
They
sick.
don't like money.
What's good, everyone? What up, Zach? What's good, Jared? Thanks for everyone coming in on the show. We are live right now on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure to like and subscribe. Today we're going to break down both games. As always, this show is partnered with Bet Openly. Check out the sign in the background now. We got a new setup going on here. BetOpenly.com for all your peer-to-peer betting and your DFS betting, player props, pretty much everything. Maybe even some one-on-one blackjack coming down the road. I don't know if I was supposed to say that yet, but we would love to see the blackjack on the site eventually. So betopenly.com, go check it out. The link will be in the description.
Someone was asking me if I should do. They said you could probably do no limit if you do no vig and tips only. Dude, I was like, I want to do blackjack first. We'll come back to.
I'm so about
so much poker. I'd rather. We'll mess with it.
I got a few comments here. They want to know, is Gino still hating on the Chiefs?
And man, the Chiefs have cost me money. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
They shout out to Mahomes, by the way. Like, it's like they turned it on for the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like they're a different team, guys. I feel square as hell. I hate taking favorites, and the Chiefs have back-to-back cost me money.
Yeah. I was on that Chiefs money line. That was a nice hit, but
you were.
I had that first half under. We got smoked on that. Last second TD the Bills had before halftime, and that was just absolutely brutal. But that game under made a ton of sense, and then you get the game starts and you're like, damn it, we just bet an under on Mahomes versus Josh Allen, and they're just making plays left and right. That's how it goes, though.
That was sick, dude.
And then one more comment here: are we still hating on the Ravens? That's a good question. We're going to touch on that here shortly because I actually have an interesting take there. But before we dive into both games, let's take a look at the odds. Obviously, there's 4 teams left. So the 49ers are your Super Bowl favorites, plus 140. Ravens at number 2 here, plus 170. Chiefs plus 450. And Lions plus 850. If you take off the 49ers hat for 30 seconds here, where's the value?
It's disgusting, but
I think
the value's on the Chiefs.
I was hoping you were going to say the Lions. Do you think the value's on the Chiefs? So
yeah.
So the Chiefs right now, what, plus 200 on Bet Openly? Plus 2?
It's plus 185 both ways right now.
Plus 185 on Bet Openly. Minus 185, you're taking the Ravens. Ravens minus 200 or more on a sports book. I'll tell you one thing. I keep saying this. I told Gina earlier today. It's scary to take a team at minus 200 against the Chiefs.
Right?
Like, I don't think anyone's going to be on Ravens' money line this weekend. Maybe in some parlays, but like, do you really want to lay 200 to win 100 on the Ravens to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs? Like, to me, that's scary, and that's why I think it's going to hit.
Dude, people are on these Ravens, but like you said, I think they're parlaying it. I think they're teasing it. I think they're doing other things. Which, please don't ever tease it across zero. So looking at the numbers right now, I'm seeing as close to 50-50 as possible on a 3.5 to 4. I'm seeing it split. So if you're a Ravens fan, feel good that the line has hiked up. I don't know if you saw it dip down to as little as, I think it opened up at 4, went down to 3.5, and now it's back to 4.
Yeah.
So you got to like that at 50-50, it's right where it's standing. It means sharps and all that aren't affecting anything. They genuinely believe both these games have the true lines. And what I would say, like, oh, man, which Ravens are we getting? The Chiefs would beat that first half Ravens team versus Houston. But the Ravens would beat the Chiefs if they're the second half versus Houston. So it's tough, man. The Chiefs really, on paper, if you guys look at that game, they won the category that mattered the most.
Yeah.
But they had third down conversions under. Dude, Buffalo on paper should have sealed that deal, and still the Chiefs won, even with that fumble on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, well, that had me disgusted because, as you know, we were at the Hard Rock
And you had a
betting some degenerate shit, playing blackjack, and I literally take the Chiefs alt line before the game started. Was it -6.5?
I give minus
I
6.5.
think I was getting plus 280.
Yeah.
No, it was higher. It was like 280, 300.
Yeah.
It was almost 3-1. I took the Chiefs to win by a touchdown or more. When I tell you, I was like, "There's no way I'm about to win this." You know, right after the Bills, right after they do that fake punt,
and they got stopped.
and they get stopped on the fake punt.
25.
Chiefs go right down the field, about to score. And I'm even hearing now that the NFL is changing that rule next year. You hear that?
Really?
So if you fumble at the pot, like in the end zone, it goes out of the back of the end zone. Instead of it being a touchback for the other team, I believe it would just
You get
be
the ball out
on the
one?
one or something. So I believe they're changing that next year, which I agree with
Maybe
that.
a 15-yard penalty.
It's a ridiculous penalty. You shouldn't lose the ball like that. That's
Wait,
crazy.
is the NFL back-to-back changing rules for the Chiefs Bills?
They're doing it like crazy. So, but anyways, I had that alternate line. I get screwed on it. It is what it is. We hit the Chiefs money line, lost the under on the game. So, but let's talk about this Chiefs Ravens game because a lot to digest here. We saw this number kind of go back and forth, right? I've seen 2.5, 3. I've seen 3.5. I think the line is pretty firm at 3.5, right?
It's
right
3.5.
now.
I'm seeing 4 right now on Bet Openly at even money.
Yeah, which is insane,
Plus
right?
100.
And let's talk about this because 70% of the tickets I'm seeing on Baltimore, which is crazy to me.
The question for me is, can these Chiefs score against these Ravens? Their defense is good, man. The Bills' defense was on its last leg. And guys, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give you every angle of this show. What I want to happen, what the math says to do, and what I think is going to happen. Those three actually are not always the same. They're often always different.
Yeah.
So I think the Chiefs are going to struggle a lot against this Ravens defense. I mean that. I know they've looked good. The Bills' defense was down to its last leg with some people. It was the shell of a defense that they were 5 weeks ago. So please remember that. I know you all want to say Mahomes, Kelsey, everything's back to normal. They're fine. I want that too. I want the Chiefs more than I want the Ravens for my Niners.
Yeah.
My biggest bet on this game is the under 44.5. It's actually my biggest bet of the weekend. I genuinely think 23-20 gets this game done. And I'm being honest, I don't know which way the 23-20 is. So I can take the 4 to be safe, or I could take the plus 178 for the ROI. So that's my full assessment. The best bet of the weekend of all 4 or 6 outcomes, both teams, both spreads, both money lines, both totals. My biggest bet is the under 44.5. This game will not be over 23-20.
Yeah, I love this under as well. And I hate it. I hate playing it again because we took the Chiefs under last week. But like, if you think about what both teams want to do, they literally want to play keep away.
Exactly.
Like if you're the Ravens, you want to run the ball, you want to keep Mahomes off the field. But honestly, if you're the Chiefs, you have a good defense, really good defense this year, and you kind of want to keep Lamar and company off the field too. So I think the under makes a ton of sense. 44.5.
And the Chiefs ran the ball really well in that game. People forget because at the end,
and they're not looking for like huge explosive plays running either. It's like Pacheco's just like full steam forward, like give me 4 yards, give me 6 yards. And it's just pounding the rock up the middle, running some clock. I agree with you. I think the under is the best play in this game by far.
And the Ravens run D is substantially better.
Right.
Like the Chiefs, if you guys remember before that fumble out the end zone, they were moving the ball at will on the ground. The Bills were done there.
Right.
They were up against the ropes. That was a godsend to fumble it out of bounds. That linebacker made a hell of a play.
For sure.
They're going to try and run the ball again. They're going to stick with that,
but
they're not going to have as much success.
So this is a good comment on the YouTube comments, guys. So Timothy likes the over. He said, "Can I shoot $50 on Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo?" So this is the owner of BetOpenly.com, guys.
Timothy.
The reason we have BetOpenly is because, no offense, but we don't know you guys. We can't accept a bet over the internet with somebody we don't know. So the way BetOpenly works is you go on BetOpenly, you put $50 on the over, and then you send us the link on social media. If you DM Gino.betopenly on Instagram, he will take that $50. He'll take your action all day.
And we just added bet with friends. So if you don't want your bet to post to the live feed and you just want to share it via text, via DM, we don't even take the 1%. So there's no need to do all that other stuff and check back.
100%. All right. Well, so it sounds like we're aligned on the under here. Gun to your head, do you take the points here or do you like the Ravens?
we're gonna be partying on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
So if I'm drinking with Matty,
You want the money?
I kind of like the money line to the under for the upside.
Yeah.
I really want the Chiefs to play my Niners in the Super Bowl. I'm afraid of these Ravens, if I'm being honest with you guys.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like how badly they worked us. Even though that game had a bunch of, you just don't want someone to work you that hard.
Yeah. What was the score of that game?
They fucking dusted us, like 35-10. It was stupid. The
Yeah.
game was over before the third quarter.
Yeah.
So mathematically, that +4 is very generous with this. So I'll go hierarchy here. Number one bet under 44.5. Probably have a full unit on the spread +4, and then only half a unit on the money line. If you're a straight to gen and you want that crazy high upside, money line Chiefs to the under.
Yeah. For me, I can't touch either team here. I really can't. I gotta just hammer the under. That's what I'm gonna be on in this game. I just don't like anything else here. So before we move on to the next game, I want to read off some MVP future props to you.
Dude, I am sick right now.
For the Super Bowl. I know you're sick.
I'm sick because I gave out.
So Gino gave out preseason. He gave out Christian McCaffrey Offensive Player of the Year.
I've Zelled my homie.
Yeah.
I forget the amount now. It's either $2,000 or $3,000. I Zelled him, and I said he lives in Vegas. I said I need you to take Christian, Offensive Player of the Year, and parlay it to the Niners Super Bowl. It should pay about 150 to 1. So I would have made like $450,000 at the Niners in the Super Bowl. He took the money. He's like, I'll handle it. Then he's like, I got distracted. Then he's like, I'm putting it on a game this weekend. If that game wins, I'll put it in. That game lost. Then he just paid me back $3,000 like a month later. I'm sick. I have never hit a bet over 100 bands. This would have been almost 450 bands.
All right. Well, let's take a look at these Super Bowl odds because maybe we can get that money back. I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you something right now on some of your 49ers. Some of your 49ers players here. Assuming the 49ers win, these props are live.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, right? Debo Samuel, 60 to 1.
Oh,
Super Bowl MVP. Brandon Ayuk, 60 to 1.
I like
the
Debo.
Chiefs get in. Travis Kelce, 85 to 1 odds. Could you imagine the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? Travis Kelce there, Taylor Swift in the stadium, and you're getting 85 to 1 if he wins the Super Bowl MVP. Would you sprinkle anything on that?
So before you get blinded by this, you got to divide all these by 4 because there's 4 teams. That's where it's like really exciting. But oh my God, like should I hit my boy up with that 3 bands and be like, dude, I need my 60 to 1?
I mean, C-Mac is plus 650 to win Super Bowl MVP. I do believe that if the 49ers win the Super Bowl,
Debo's nasty at 60 to 1.
That's what I'm saying. And think of it this way.
I'm texting this little punk that he owes me
the
a
whole
favor.
narrative about Brock Purdy, like if they have a
him.
team effort and one of these offensive weapons for the 49ers has a good game, like 120 yards and a touchdown.
Oh, bro,
like
Debo could have 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to have my homie. I'm going to go.
George Kittle, 110 to 1.
I mean, that's wild because you guys have seen how much he depends on Kittle. Dude, Kittle made the most out of every catch he had. Kittle saved that game. Ayuk saved that game versus the Packers. I wouldn't even say that, guys. I'll tell you all.
Yeah.
The Packers should have beat us. The Packers had us. Done. Bad coaching. They should have been running the ball. After that first pick, the second one shouldn't have been on the table.
Yeah.
That should have been rushing.
We'll come back to the futures. Let's move on to this second game.
Debo. You got to go Debo. 60 to 1.
There you go. All right. So 60
1 unit to win 60 units is freaking crazy.
60 to 1's crazy. I mean, Travis Kelce at 85 to 1 and Kittle at 110 to 1. I don't think a tight end's ever won it.
And this is going to be whoever we get, Chiefs or Ravens, they're both defensive teams. So
right.
you don't
if you get
want
a
a quarterback
performance.
Yeah, you just need a 2 TD performance. You don't want a quarterback.
Yeah.
Their numbers aren't going to be that impressive. Brock's numbers aren't going to be that impressive versus Chiefs or Ravens.
Yeah. All right. So
That's
Lions, Niners. This game, I believe, is at 7 right now. Is that what it is on Bet Openly?
7.
7 on the dot.
And minus 105 Niners.
Yeah. And Lions as an underdog plus
300.
I see. Is it
270.
Okay. So plus 270 on the Lions.
Minus 270.
Niners minus 270 over under 51. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you in the Niners beat these Lions?
8.5. I'll tell you why. This has nothing to do with my confidence of the team. It has everything to do with the Lions, guys. So are the Lions better than Green Bay? Honestly, the question's maybe right now. I'm being serious with you guys. The last 6 weeks, Detroit and Green Bay, there's not that big of a gap in these two teams. So, one, focus on that. But Green Bay should have beat us. So it's like, wait, what is he saying? That's A. B, 65% of the tickets are on +7. They haven't moved in an inch, and they just moved it to -115. They are begging you to bet Detroit. Begging you. And that's the +7. I'm talking just money line. It's barely moved. No one is taking the Niners money line. No one wants the Niners to win this game. The country's behind Detroit. They have no rings. It's a great story.
And Jared Goff has a good story too.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing. He lost that. He also, he lost the big Super Bowl. I think it was the Patriots dominated him, right? They had 3 points, I think.
Yeah, I just feel like look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
He bounced back.
I've been saying the past, once my Eagles got eliminated, I was like, the Niners are gonna win.
Yes.
Eagles and Cowboys get eliminated. It's like the Niners are winning the NFC, right? But I have a weird feeling, bro. And that Packers game, the Packers game, it's almost like you're a cat with so many lives, and eventually you're running out of lives. I'm starting to wonder if this Detroit team, the country behind them, and they're just due. It's kind of like me at the tables, bro.
Yeah.
I lose on so many blackjack hands. And then eventually I'm due. And the Lions are down bad as an organization for decades. And this is their chance to do it. And I feel like they're going to get it done. I've been saying for weeks that the Niners are winning. They're going to the Super Bowl and they're probably going to win it.
So I'll give you some good data for your Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions are 6-3 on the road. The Niners are 6-3 at home.
The weather's
supposed to be nice.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're gonna put up points.
I think
they're gonna move the ball and put up points. So it comes down to Brock Purdy and the offense because I know this Niners D is for real, but I'm so confident the Lions are gonna move the ball and score. It's literally gonna be. I think this could be an offensive battle, and I think you're seeing that. 51 is the total.
51's high. So I'll give you guys the whole breakdown again. Do what you want with it. All the money, all the tickets are on Detroit. The line's sticking, guys. For any of you that know me, that's a very bad sign for if you want that side to win. Just be aware of it. Lions are 6-3 on the road. The Niners are 6-3 at home. So all in all, call that a wash, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
The over-under being 51.5 is interesting because the Niners showed that their defense is not what we thought it was. They're very flawed. Now, they buckled down when it mattered in that fourth quarter. They still had people move the ball a lot. We didn't get at the quarterback with 4 guys rushing. That's dangerous. So these two teams are equally running the ball. I really like this under again. I like the under 51.5 again. I like it because people are insulting the Lions defense. They're insulting the Niners defense. Everyone sees this as an absolute shootout. And I'm telling you, these two defenses are going to step up, and this is going to be a very run-heavy game. Run-heavy on both sides of the ball. Jahmyr Gibbs, these guys are nasty. Montgomery. So my final prediction for this game is...
You think it's going to be similar to the Packers game, like a 24-21 Niners?
I think 27-17 gets it done.
So you think the Niners in the under?
Yeah.
The Niners cover in the under.
I'm 27-17 Niners. They win by 10.
Here's what I'll say here. I don't like this under at all, bro. And now, I really don't. I think both teams can make a lot of explosive plays in this game in nice weather. Secondaries can't really get tons of stops. I get both lines are pretty good, but I just think both teams are going to be able to throw the ball down the field in this game. I think 7 points is a lot of points.
It is a lot of points.
I think that, if you gave me plus 300 right now, I know you said you're only at 8.5 out of 10 confidence, but I would bet you 5 bands right now if you give me 3-1.
That's 5. You know I don't bet 5 units, homie. So you want 5 to win 15?
5 to win 15.
Oh my god. I mean, you putting me on the spot, my dude.
Yeah.
5 bands wins 15?
Put it on the site for me right now.
Oh man.
5 wins 15.
There she is. Maddie hit the casinos, and now I hit up Maddie. He's never seeing this again, my dude.
I'm just warning you. I've been down bad, and I'm on an upswing
and now you're swinging?
So now I'm swinging, and this is the one.
And you don't want the 7 points. You don't want 5 to win 5.
Because I honestly believe that this is either a game that the Niners just wax them or the Lions just win outright.
Okay.
I really do. And I think the Lions are going to do it. I really do.
You don't want 5 to win 5 at even money at +7. You want 5 to win 15.
We'll split it half. No, that's for you. I'll take the money line, but if you don't want to have that much exposure,
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right, so 2,500 to win 2,500.
This is the responsible. This is the discipline. This is the gen. 2,500 on money line wins you 7,500.
Yeah.
That's half this.
Yeah.
And then you also have 2,500 on +7.
Deal.
My dog.
That's a deal.
Y'all got it. You heard it.
We're in, baby. The Detroit Lions.
I can't lose 15. Imagine losing 15 and your heartbreak.
Dude, I'm going to get some Detroit Lions gear literally tomorrow.
Oh, you're sick. I gave you 27-17 Niners.
Yeah. I like 24-23 Lions.
24-23?
24-23.
Damn, that would break my fucking heart.
24-23 Lions. They get it done late in the fourth. Jared Goff with a game-winning touchdown. A game-winning touchdown late in the fourth.
Oh, man.
With no time on the clock. I'm talking about a walk-off.
I'll fall apart.
A walk-off.
What I will tell you, so the nine again, I'm throwing around a bunch of numbers. That 6-3 is just sticking. So the Niners are 6-3 versus Goff career. So I like that. We're 6-3 at home, but they're 6-3 on the road.
Lions 8-2 against the spread. Their last 10 games on the road. Over is
7-2 on the road too.
Yeah, over is hitting 10 of the Niners' last 15 games at home. Niners 25-5 straight up in their last 30 at home as a favorite. So,
oh my God, that's not even good enough.
Yeah, 25.
That's 75%
favorite, bro. And the under scares the shit out of me in this game. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I know I just predicted 24-23, but I just feel like the under is scary though.
Yeah, and again, I want to give you guys the full scope. The reason that scares me the most about these lines, is guys, that Tampa Bay defense was nasty. They were clicking at all the right times. When Detroit punted to Tampa Bay and they got into like the 45 or 50, all momentum had shifted. All Tampa Bay needed there was 3 or obviously 7 would have worked with 3. And I'm telling you, I think Tampa Bay takes that game. Yeah. And they're going to come in and they're going to get an easier defense. Tampa Bay's defense is better than the Niners, especially in the red zone. And what I would say now, secondly, though, this Detroit team is very fast at home, very fast on turf. They're not going to have that luxury on grass at the Niners. So I'm sticking with my 27-17.
All right.
Now let's go to these. I want to.
Yeah, let's go back to the prop. So
I'll put it. I'm going to literally text my homie after this.
Yeah.
Oh, since I'm going to Vegas for the Super Bowl, I'm going to text them 2 bands to win 120 on Debo MVP. Yeah. That Debo one's nasty. The thing that you have me scratching on is Kelsey.
What the Hard Rock number is. Oh, you're saying.
I'll be in Vegas, so I can have my homie put it in Vegas and I can collect it in Vegas. I hope.
All right, let's look at some of these Super Bowl odds. I'm going to give you every single one. You tell me if you would buy or sell. Super Bowl MVP, Lamar Jackson, plus 200.
Like, there's no point.
Brock Purdy, plus 280.
Yeah, there's just no point. I mean,
Patrick Mahomes, plus 500.
That's not a bad one. Like, honestly, it's better than just taking that money line.
Christian McCaffrey, plus 650.
I would rather the Christian McCaffrey MVP over Niners money. Just from a mathematical perspective, what would you say it was plus 140? It's just not sexy having the Niners plus 140.
Jared Goff, plus 1,200.
It's like that.
I mean, you get the Lions to win the Super Bowl
and they
plus 850. I'm not touching that.
No, it's just not worth the upside there. You'd rather have the 850.
Yeah. Brandon Ayuk, 60-1.
So Ayuk's a beast. I hope Ayuk hears this because I know he listens to our show. You saved us last game. You saved us a couple of games. You had some crazy shoelace tackles. We need him. He's a pillar, but he's just not an upside guy for me. That people know he's our wide receiver 1. They'll cover him more. Yeah. The Debo and the Kittle.
Debo Samuel, 60-1.
That's
the one you like.
Maybe I'm going to be a little bitch. I'm going to go 1,000 Debo, 1,000 Kittle, just so I have 1,000 on each. So I don't.
I mean, look, I think a lot of these long shot for the Niners are live just because with Brock Purdy and that whole dynamic.
He's going to spread it around. Dude, two touchdowns for either guy gets it done. And Kittle can have it or Debo can have it.
And think of it with Debo, the real reason the value's on Debo is if he gets a rushing.
I know.
That takes from Purdy.
100%.
And if he gets one rushing, one passing TD.
That's a good point.
That Super Bowl
where every receiver needs it.
Bro, I'm in on that. I'm down to go in on Debo.
Yeah, let's go in on 100%.
Debo. We're taking that.
It's just worth you and I will go. Let's go 3 bands, 1,500 each. That's 180 ticket.
Yeah. Travis Kelce, 85-1. No tight end has ever won it.
Oh, that's an amazing piece of data.
Not even Rob Gronkowski. He's had some big Super Bowls, but Tom Brady always gets it.
I think with the Niners being the favorite, right?
Yeah.
As much as no one loves us, get as much. Whenever the Eagles and the Cowboys are gone, the Niners get the most hate. That's just how it is. So the fact that there's no value on us to win the Super Bowl, and the way we spread the ball around, and the fact that Debo could rush it, I think that's it. Kelsey, I just don't think Kelsey wins it, even if Kansas City wins it. I just think they win with their defense, and they grind the ball out, and it's a boring.
Yeah, but you can't give a defense then.
No. It would be the rusher, Pacheco.
Yeah. All right, Mark Andrews, 90-1.
Is he back?
I think so, yeah.
Or are they just being snakes, and he's like supposed to be back? I think he'd be back for Super Bowl. Maybe that's the.
So Isaiah Pacheco is 100-1. George Kittle 110-1, and Gus Edwards 110-1.
For 110 on Kittle and 80 or 60 on Debo.
Some crazy numbers, bro, on some of these skill players. Odell Beckham 120-1. Jahmyr Gibbs 120-1.
Matty found the degenerates.
Nick Bosa 150.
I mean, that shit's savage.
Defensive players have won.
Yeah, I know.
I'll never forget when I hit Von Miller.
Yeah, dude, bro. It's savage.
That was one of my favorite non-UFC long shots I've ever hit. I love that Von Miller play. It was such a good hit.
Bosa eating. Oh man, two sack fumbles is what it takes.
Jadeveon Clowney 230-1.
Now below there.
Justin Tucker 320-1 odds.
Has a kicker ever won that?
I don't even know.
You'd need like 5 field goals. And maybe even then they dick you.
And then these odds just get insane. Like your fullback at 750-1.
Juice?
Yeah, like crazy shits. Crazy shit.
I'm gonna go a unit on Debo, a unit on Kittle, just because that's a big bag. Yeah. Oh man, that'll be fun to pick that up and collect that and double it up that night.
100%. All right. Well, we will be watching the games this weekend. Gino and I have a bet head to head. I'm on Lions ML and the points. Gino's on 49ers minus the points and on the money line. We're more aligned on the first game. Both love the under. I don't really have a team pick in the first game. Gino is on maybe the Chiefs and the money line.
Take the 4 if you want to, like Evie pause the bet. I'm surprised it's 4. It feels very generous.
4 is a lot for that Chiefs defense for sure. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. Also, disciplinethegens.com. Gino's been on an absolute tear on his picks. It's in the description. Or go into any of our bios on social media. Disciplinethegens.com. You get all of Gino and Trevor's picks, $45 a month. Couple questions here. Is Betoplay legal in Florida? Absolutely.
It's we are
legal in 98% of the U.S. states.
Yeah, we're everywhere except Hawaii, Idaho, New Jersey, Nevada. Just none of those 4. All other 46.
All right. Any last words before the game?
27-17 Niners.
What's
23-20 Baltimore.
One thing you're scared of in the game, what is it? What's your one fear?
Their run game.
Lions run game.
Yeah, them to be able to run split backs. Montgomery hard up the middle. Jahmyr around.
Yeah, because I think
he's fast.
If they get that run game going, they're going to be explosive.
Yeah, and if they get the run game going, then it opens up. Our secondary is soft. Yeah. Our secondary is so soft.
100%. All right. Well, good luck to your Niners this weekend.
Appreciate you, brother.
And good luck to everyone that is watching the show and on the games this weekend. We will see you guys next week. What are we going to do? We'll probably do a show next week. Start talking about some Super Bowl
props.
And then we'll do a show the following week as well.
Yeah, we'll do it before I go.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Niners, baby. These. There it is.
There we go.